The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Nick Eatman.
What's up? Welcome to Cowboys Storyline presented by Gillette. It's Wednesday, November 26th. I think my kids would say Thanksgiving Eve, if that's a thing. It's not really, but it's the day before Thanksgiving. It's the final show before the Cowboys take on the Chiefs. I'm sure we'll get a lot of predictions. I'll try to think of a score in my head. Sometimes I bring it to the air. Most of the time I just relay it to Chris. If I don't do it, that means I don't have one. Did all right yesterday, but I'm sure we'll get some good ones. Last week there was mostly Cowboy picks against the Eagles, and they were all right except for one. And nobody got exactly the score, but very, very close. We'll see this week if there was a little bit more Cowboys picks or Chiefs picks. I'm still on the fence. I have to make a decision here in a little bit. We have our gut feeling article. I'm not really sure what my gut is telling me, other than I'm ready for some Thanksgiving food. But I just don't have a great feeling about. I guess it's a level of consistency we just haven't seen from this team to win 3 in a row. Haven't won 3 in a row since the 2023 season, beating the Chiefs. I mean, that makes it serious. Like, this is a nice little run. That makes it serious, though, if you do that. And I don't know. We'll see if we're ready for that. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Jody in El Paso, Texas, is our first caller. Never said it before. Jody, what's up?
Hey, Nick. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I have wanted to tell you my story. When I was 5 years old, I wanted cheerleading pom-poms, and my mom told my dad she was taking me to get pom-poms. My dad said they'll be blue and silver, or she doesn't get pom-poms.
And you got blue and silver pom-poms.
I got blue and silver pom-poms, and then I ended up being a UTEP cheerleader when Tony Tolbert played at UTEP.
Okay.
So,
All right.
long fan.
Go Miners. There you go.
Yes, you know that.
I know
so,
that.
First of all, my question to you, and I'll give you my prediction, and then I'll hang up so I can hear your answer, but I would love for you to take last week's game against Philly, apply it to the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm curious, in your opinion, what the Cowboys would have to do differently, being down 21-0, to come back and mount that same kind of a comeback against the Chiefs. And then I think that we do string 3 wins together.
Okay.
I think Overshown is going to play lights out. I think CD is going to play lights out, and I think that it's going to be 31-21. Cowboys.
31-21. All right. I love it. That's a great call, Jody, and thanks for getting us started. Thanks for joining the show for the first time that we've had you call. Call us back for sure.
Thank you. Thank you, I will.
All right. What a great question on that. Play the same game you're playing against the Eagles and apply it to the Chiefs. Wow. Well, I don't believe anybody is as good as Patrick Mahomes in the league. And that's not really going out on a limb, I think. Now they're not playing the best. It feels like, and I watched some of the highlights, it feels like with, is it Rashid Rice? Feels like he's adding a little bit more of an element now that he's back, and they're kind of clicking a little more. And I saw where Pacheco's going to be back and playing this game. So to answer your question, I don't think you're going to stop the Chiefs 8 times in a row. They're a little bit more dynamic. I think they get their tight end going more than Philadelphia did, and they play more inside out. You know what I mean? They kind of have the running game, the tight ends, and then that kind of opens up those speedy receivers. They got a lot more speed. So, I think that's a really good question. I still think, the Cowboys are going to have to just tackle well. They have to tackle well and make those 5-yard gains, not 11 and 12, and extend drives. And they did a really good job of that. But I just think you got to be on your game even more, because that's what's so good about it. It's not just Mahomes, it's also Andy Reid. Stopping them that many times in a row is going to be tough. You just can't give them any gifts. The Cowboys gave a couple with field position. You can't do that. And I think what we've talked about all week in the last couple weeks is, play it straight up. Give a little bit more confidence to your defense because they're earning that. And you don't have to go for it all the time. Field goals are okay. Punts are okay. Play field position. Get the ball back, and then go do it again. All right, let's go to Randy in Texarkana. Randy, what's up, bud?
What's going on, everybody? Theme of the day is to be grateful. I'm grateful to my real family, and I'm grateful to my storyline family. Y'all all know what kind of year I've had and what I've been through, and y'all helped me get through it. So I'm extremely grateful for that. And I would invite you and Chris to come by, but I know y'all are going to be busy with the game. But anybody else that's going to be close to Texarkana area after Thanksgiving dinner's done, come out to the house. We're going to have a fire. We're going to have some stiff drinks. We're going to do some karaoke. I know Travis went up north. Sergeant Sue, if you listening, you close, bring it on, brother. You can crash in my house. But,
I love to see.
Yep.
Man, that would be interesting. I'd like to see old Sergeant Sue on karaoke.
Hey, it would be great.
Yeah. He's got the storyline eyebrow because nobody can impersonate The Rock like this guy.
I know that's right.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, man? What do you think about the game?
Oh, dude, I'm excited. I think we have a better chance than what – I mean, I know we need to be scared of Patrick like everybody's talking about, but I think we have a chance. I think that they are flying high right now. Well, I shouldn't use that. That sounds like Eagles crap. But we're riding strong. There we go. That's a good cowboy phrase, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel good about it. And it's Thanksgiving, so everybody keep in mind you're with your family, you're where you're supposed to be. So if it doesn't turn out, like we want it to, don't let it ruin your time. Just eat some more turkey.
All right.
All right. Hey, poll question of the day. What would you rather have, the old gooey cranberry out of the can or actual cranberry? I like the gooey out of the can myself. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Sounds good. That's my C for none of the above. No, thank you for that. I don't know. I don't mix that kind of stuff. I don't need anything sweet on the plate. That's not my thing. I think the reason for that is the reason why I'm not a sweet potato stuff or cranberry or any of that stuff is mainly because when there's gravy, just the whole thing. That's fine. Just whatever gets on is fine. But not for that. So that's why I don't really mix that kind of stuff. All right. Do we have any calls, Chris? I'm just going to sit here and talk about Thanksgiving. Is there any other calls?
Yeah, Champ in Nebraska.
Champ, what's up, man?
Hey, good morning, Nick. So I got to apologize when I called in Monday and I wanted to bring up a point. As so often happens, you don't hear what the caller before you or what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And you were just talking about Osa and how great a job he was doing, and then I just kind of jumped right on top of that. But that's what happened.
That's all right. It took me a little bit to understand that people don't necessarily hear that, but sometimes they do. I don't know. It's all good.
Right.
Osa, that play that Osa made needs to be talked about more than once. So you know what? Good job.
Hey, absolutely. Hey, so going to Thanksgiving and tomorrow. I'm sure you probably don't remember. You have so many people that call in with so many backstories, but my family and I were huge Texas Tech fans. I'm originally from Lubbock before I moved up to Nebraska. Been a Red Raider my whole life.
Okay.
And therefore, because of Patrick Mahomes, my mom is a diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan now.
Okay.
That's the only reason. And about 6-7 weeks ago, she came up to us on a Sunday that we were all watching a Cowboys game there, and she wanted to make wagers with the whole family for Thanksgiving. And at the time, we were all like, nope, no way, not taking that. My dad was the only one that said, I'll take that wager right now. I'll do that. So they've got a little wager for tomorrow, but I'm hoping that none of that ruins Thanksgiving and that we can all still be civil after the Cowboys win 37-27. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, an exciting game. I think the whole atmosphere is going to be super awesome. But I think that this team has turned a little corner. The defense has figured some stuff out. I'm not saying they're going to make the run and make the playoffs. Next week's going to be tough, but next week will take care of itself. Tomorrow, I think the Cowboys do what the Cowboys have been doing lately, and we come out with the win.
All right.
With that said, man, a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you and your family have a blessed day tomorrow, and whenever you get together on Friday, happy Thanksgiving, Storyline Nation. Love all you guys. God bless.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanksgiving is when you can eat. That's what always been. And I'm gonna have some Thanksgiving dinner tonight. I'm gonna get on the road after this show, and so I'm gonna have the first dinner tonight. Second one will probably be in the press box and tomorrow, and that's always pretty good too. So they do a nice job there. So, and then if there's who knows what Friday and Saturday brings. I hope whatever wager that is, and whoever wins that bet or loses that bet doesn't ruin the weekend. One thing I've learned about things like that is with family dinners and stuff like that, the amount of alcohol that's involved usually is what determines whether or not it's either fun or not, or any kind of issues. Hopefully everything is good there. All right. KC in LA is next. KC.
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you? Good morning.
Pretty good. Wanted to share one of my favorite Cowboy Thanksgivings. This goes a few years back when we were playing the then Redskins, not a very good Cowboys team, but we blocked the field goal, and in the mix, busted up Brian Barker's nose, the punter.
Yep.
Well, I'd had a couple beverages that day and in the LA thing, so ended up going over to Julie Andrews and Blake Edwards' house for Thanksgiving. So we're sitting there. Like I said, I had a couple bevies. We were going around saying what we were thankful for, and I told her my thing. And Blake didn't hear me, and he was like, "What did he say?" And then Julie Andrews, a.k.a. Mary Poppins, The Sound of Music, he said he's thankful for the Dallas Cowboys. And just hearing her say that was such a surreal moment. And I always think back to that one. So hopefully the Cowboys come through with another victory on this Thanksgiving. But wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to all Cowboys Nation, and especially you and Beam and all the crew that work so hard for us, man. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. Appreciate that. Hopefully the Cowboys can get another win like that. Against it was a close game, if I remember, against Washington. Chad Hutchinson, I believe, was the quarterback of that game. But yeah, I can't believe how that's been like 23 years since that game. But yeah, I definitely remember that visual that you're talking about. Fox made sure and did a close up on that. Not good. Dang, I got my score wrong on that one. I thought it was 20-17. But I do remember Chad Hutchinson throwing a touchdown to Antonio Bryant and an interception by Roy Williams, a rookie year for him. All right. Blair in Newport News, Virginia. Blair.
Hey, Nick. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Shelby would be here with me. He's out riding his bike with his mom right now. We're on vacation for Thanksgiving.
It sounds like Shelby's like 7, but he's not. The way you said that, he's out riding his bike. He'll be in a little bit.
Well, we had planned to call together, but like these vacation things, they sort of intervene. But I got to tell you, wanted to call him with a comment and then a question.
Okay.
The comment first is just wanted to say thank you to the Storyline, you and Chris in particular, because this season has been like a unique one in my mind. It was a lot of weird ups and downs, and navigating it has been a little more challenging, I think, as a fan. And yet at the same time, I think it's been more manageable because of all the I guess I'd call it support, but, sort of just the contributions from the fans and you and this show and everything else has made that just a blast and an otherwise emotionally damaging season.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that, and so does Shelby. The question, I keep thinking about this. It's like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, I probably would have thought the season, and in particular this game with the Chiefs, would be a wash. We wouldn't have much of a chance. But it seems like the trades we made and the return of Overshown, to me, it's the real key to us winning. And I just wanted your thoughts on that because, man, I really had bleak thoughts about this defense. And now, I don't know, it's kind of becoming a brighter spot.
Right.
Just wanted your thoughts on that. And
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go. And again, thanks so much for all that you do and for Irene and Dylan and Rob in Vegas, but also Robbie in Cocoa Beach. I travel there often. He's taught me how to watch a game even when we're down 21-0. So I appreciate everyone out there. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Thank you, Blair. Appreciate that. The defense, yeah, I mean, without a doubt, I think the defense has turned the corner. And once again, players matter. You know, I mean, you need dudes. I mean, just like some of these great coaches you've seen in college football, whatever, they get the best players. They get the best recruiting. You don't see teams that you know finish 28th in recruiting and then they're first. No, it's why the cycle happens that way. Players matter. Quinnen Williams has helped this team. He makes the other guys around him better. He's also sounds like he's playing better than and more active than what he was doing with the Jets. And right now it's working. But you know you've beaten Geno Smith and Jalen Hurts and Jalen Hurts is you know Super Bowl MVP quarterback. So I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback. He is in his own way, but he doesn't do the things that these next quarterbacks that you're going to face. These next, you know, 3 out of the next 4 are probably considered the better passers in the league. When you could talk about Mahomes, Goff, and then it'll be I guess McCarthy, but then after that Herbert. These guys can throw the ball around, and they present a different challenge. So we're going to find out. Just what they can do. And I think getting Pacheco back is going to help them. He's a really good, violent runner, and he just kind of complements what they're doing. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, no doubt about it. Defense playing much better. All right, I'm in Napa, California. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Nick? 2 days in a row, man.
Let's go.
Feeling good. Feeling lucky. Can't believe it.
Get a streak going. I love it.
Right. Just like my boys. 2 in a row. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, I'm excited to see Quinnen Williams, match up with Chris Jones. I know they're not necessarily going to play against each other, but it's just like the same thing. The guys on the other side of the field, like who's going to make more noise in the game.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that we did that last week with Carter, and I thought that Williams definitely made. Carter made a couple plays and stuff, but I felt like. Williams, Quinnen, Q definitely, was more productive.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about the receivers, obviously, on the outside and stuff. I'm not too worried about, Kelsey or even Hunt, even Pacheco for that much if he plays or how much he plays. But, worried about the receivers on the outside. And then, when Mahomes gets pressure, he never takes his eyes off of down the field, and he's more willing to run this year and somewhat last year too, but more willing to run this year than he ever has been in his career. Just what do you think about the Cowboys spying him? And then, any storylines or any stories you have about, your favorite Thanksgiving? I know you're always working and it's tough and, you don't have family time, or as much family time, but any cool stories and stuff like that that you would want to share or anything would be great. And, man, go Cowboys. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think they just pull it out. And, man, you and all the other storyliners have a great Thanksgiving. Everybody be safe in their travels. Love their family. Tell them how much, all of that stuff. And let's go Cowboys, man. Great time, Nick.
Thanks for the – all right, thanks for the call. Okay, I'm sitting here thinking I don't have a specific one that I think about when it comes to Thanksgiving. I remember the first one in this streak of these these games, and it's actually in '98. That's the first time I wasn't working for the Cowboys. I was working Wichita Falls, and so with my boss was named Nick, and he was there. He's no longer with us, but we drove to the game. We ate it like a Luby's, and then went to the game. And I remember working with him, sitting way up high in the high press box at Texas Stadium, but watched Randy Moss and the Vikings that day. And that's the first one. And if you would have told me that, I would be here at every Thanksgiving since then. I don't think I wouldn't believe that one, but I wouldn't have argued with it. It's been great. I just love it. I just love the pageantry about it. It's such a great tradition. And when people say, "Man, why do people have to work on Thanksgiving?" It's like, because just think of how many people sit at home and watch these games, and somebody has to work it. Somebody has to do it. And we don't have a huge role in it, but we at least cover the game, and it's so fun to be a part of it. I love it. I can't wait to be there tomorrow. And man, the atmosphere is going to be electric, because there's going to be a ton of Chiefs fans. And what that does is that raises the level for the Cowboy fans. So all right, let's go Anthony in Miami real quick before break. Anthony, what's up, man?
Take it quick. What's up, my guy?
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, C-Beam and his family, and all the storyliners.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in and out today. My people are up in Tampa. I had to come back to Miami, take care of some things, do this giveaway with these longshoremen down here, and that's what we do, day of thanks and a day of giving. So what's going to happen Thursday? I told you I got two mantras I'm keeping till we get to 10, 6, and 1 and get the 7th playoff spot. As I predicted, I'm not switching. That's how bad do you want it? They showing how bad they want it. They 2-0 when I said it.
All right.
And my score will be honoring a guy who should have been in the Hall of Fame. Two guys. It's going to be 28-24. You know who those Cowboy numbers are.
You said who?
The great Darren Woodson, 28-24. The great Darren Woodson and the great Everson Walls. That's my score. So, like I said, how bad do you want it? That's number one. And win the game by any means necessary. And you saw that last week. So, Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
All right, now.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
I don't know if Everson Walls is going to get in. He got close a few years ago and then hasn't gotten back to that level. Woody, though, he's gotten close, now 4 years in a row. He's a semifinalist. We'll see if he makes it down to the finalist list. And it'll happen. He knows that. I think everybody kind of knows that it'll happen. Keep getting that close, and eventually it'll work out for him. But yeah, as far as this game goes, any means possible. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take that, because this is going to be a challenge this defense hasn't faced yet. I think with this game, I just don't think the Cowboys can get down like that. I don't. You can't spot them 21 points and expect that you're just going to come back. You can't really do that with anyone. But man, I think this is a game where the Cowboys have to be the ones in control of the game, because when they're in control, they can kind of play the way that they want to play. That's why that touchdown before halftime was so big, because it allowed them to at least stay close enough where they didn't have to abandon what their game plan was. And 21-7 at the half, they were able to just kind of keep playing and not have to pitch it around the yard all day long. They were able to kind of keep their offense going. All right, let's go to break real quick on Storyline. Be right back.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Altec Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, bringing you decades of audio excellence to elevate your Dallas Cowboys tailgate ritual. Equip your next pregame with the Sound Rover 180 with 6 hours of playtime, built-in microphone, multicolor light modes, and a rugged exterior that's built to last. Visit alteclansing.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's alteclansing.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off. Altec Lansing, official audio partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Sponsored by Gillette. Gillette's Best Shave is now available in cowboy colors, 50% longer lasting blades than Fusion. The new Gillette Labs official Dallas Cowboys licensed razor is truly the best a Cowboys fan can get. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. Chris in Saratoga Springs, New York.
Hey, Nick.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Just wanted to wish you and the show and everybody a part of it a happy Thanksgiving.
All right, thank you.
I want to comment a little bit on the job you guys done the last 2 weeks on the show with all the stuff going on and all the awareness you guys have brought to the situation. Just want to congratulate you guys. You've had great shows, and I'm glad I'm at least I can be a part of it every once in a while when I call in. I just want to, again, just say congratulations. You guys are doing a fantastic job.
Well, thank you so much for saying that. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. My one comment I have is about Shoddy. I think moving forward, if we go on a little run here and win a bunch of games like I think we might do, I really think he has a shot winning Coach of the Year with all the stuff he's had to handle and endure. Right off the bat, you get Micah Parsons traded right before the start of the season. That he had to deal with, Marshawn Neal incident, all the injuries we've had to deal with. I think he's done a fantastic job, and I think if he can come up with a couple more wins, he'll have a real shot at this Coach of the Year. What do you think about that?
I don't agree, only because I think that award is already out. I mean, like, is there any way that Vrabel doesn't win that? Like, isn't this his first year with the Patriots? I mean,
it is.
How can you not give it to him? I mean, they're not just a success story. I mean, they're the number one team in the AFC, I believe, right now. So, and they've won so many in a row with a young quarterback. I just feel like that one is a no-brainer. But I could be wrong. I mean, they could lose some games, and you're right. If it would be a good year if you didn't have that story, but I find that one hard to believe that especially with a lot of those voters are all in the Northeast. I have a hard time thinking that's not gonna be the one. And I don't know if he wouldn't be the best choice. But I hear what you're saying. I'm not trying to like downplay what you're saying because it would be a great coaching job, especially if you can turn this thing around. But it does seem like there's another big obstacle in the way for that one.
Right. As far as this game coming up, I was really confident last week against the Philadelphia Eagles. I thought for sure we were going to win that game, and we did. This week it's going to be real tough. I agree 100% with you. We can't get down 21-0 against Patrick Mahomes and that team. I do think we're going to win. I think the score is going to be 21-17, and I think we're going to keep this train rolling. And that's all I got for today.
All right, sounds good. 21-17. Yeah, I mean. That'll be a fun game. I see a little more high scoring than that. I think that it'll be not in the 40, but I kind of think it'll be 30s. I think you got to score 30 to win this one. So I see a little bit more high scoring than that. But the Cowboys have to. They can't be flat like that. I mean, there's no reason to be flat. But I've seen it though. I've seen it happen. And I've seen games, on Thanksgiving where. That you have a lot more, the excitement. You're coming into it a little bit on a roll. There's some pageantry there, and I see some just bad games. So, I mean, I'm not saying this will be one of those, but I know I've been surprised before. The one that pops out to me is the 2003 season, first year with Parcells. I think it was a pretty good team, 10-6. And but that game and Thanksgiving against the Dolphins was just like, wow. I mean, they just got beat really bad. Chris Chambers was making all these kinds of plays. Then I remember a few years ago, like 2017, with the Chargers. That was a really bad loss. Bills, maybe a couple years after that. So there have been some bad ones, and they kind of surprise you. But I know this: if you're playing the NFC East, if you put the Giants or Washington on here, there's been a lot of success there. But quarterback like this, you never know. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's go to JR, Avondale, Arizona. JR.
Morning, Nick. How you doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, just for the record, Thanksgiving Eve is a real thing.
Is it? Okay.
Both of my kids called me this morning. Mind you, they're adults. Both of them called me to wish me a happy Thanksgiving Eve. So it is a real thing.
All right.
Just for the record.
Cool.
All right. So I just see a difference in this defense. I know it's kind of all this has been talked about, but I'm just kind of pointing it out. It's just a more physical defense. It's Sam Williams chasing down Barkley and clubbing the ball from him. That's such a huge play.
Yeah.
And just what Clark did, he's bouncing off the ground, rolling around. He goes down there and lays the guy out, gets us a fumble. Marquise Bell right there with him.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted this physical team, and I think it's all coming together at the right time. I got to talk about the Osa play because Landon Dickerson was grabbing anything and everything he could to try to stop him. Never slowed him down. It's just like playing football in the park with the neighborhood kids where one's on your back and one's holding your leg, and they just can't slow you down. And he couldn't slow down Osa, and I don't think that play's talked about enough.
Yeah.
What a just determined, physical. He just kicked Dickerson's ass. And then I hope that CD is ready because I just watching the Chiefs play. I don't think Spagnuolo's going to let. He's not going to let Pickens beat him. Lamb may beat him or Williams may beat him, but I just don't think he's going to let Pickens beat him. And my last thing is, I want to make a comment about Trayvon Diggs. He's one of my favorite players, and I like watching the guy play. And I think a lot happened with the guy. And I don't know Trayvon from Adam, but I just think a lot's happened with the guy with his rehab and losing the bonus. And I think the Cowboys gave him the 4 weeks off to get his head right because they're going to need him. And I think that he's going to come back here against the Lions and is going to make a big difference on this defense. And that's all I got. All right. And Nick, have a great Thanksgiving, you and your family.
All right, thanks.
And, be safe.
All right, thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving as well. Man, I can't remember all the points now. I should have written those down. The Osa play, to have a little bit more strength at the, a little bit more gas in the tank. That's part of, you think about it, what they've got now. They've got a really good rotation of defensive tackles with Clark and obviously Quinnen Williams and now even Solomon Thomas in there and with Osa. So have a little bit more there at the end of the game to make those plays, make those dynamic plays. Maybe that's something to that. Diggs, I'm just done speculating. I don't even know. Nobody really knows. I know he's eligible to play. He's not going to play this week. They didn't open his window, but he could. He could have played this week if they were ready for it. I don't know if it was to get his head right. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, I've heard so many different things. I know now though that it's not off the table that he could come back. They can bring him back and he could come back. There's some other little politics involved there, but I'm with you. If he's, I want to see him playing football, and I think he's one of your better corner. He is your best corner when he's out there, when he's ready, locked in, ready to play. Yes, he's your best cornerback on the field, and he makes the other guys around him so much better. I just once with this kind of pass rush, and that what they have at the front seven, I just want to see Diggs out there with Revel. And then, of course, with Bland, I'd like to see that. Nothing against the other guys. Kalen Carson's done a good job, but I want to see those other guys too. And then as far as not letting Pickens beat you, you can't double the guy the whole game. And I thought what Dak said yesterday was very telling. He said, if Pickens is one-on-one, he's open. That's his mindset. So it was whole. The question was something about, do you just throw it even though he's covered? Do you think, well, he's open? He goes, well, if he's one-on-one, he's open. So that being said, you can take away guys in front of him, behind, but you can't put anything on top of the guy. He's going to go jump over you, I'm not calling him Randy Moss, but it's that type of play where just throw it up, because I'm going to go make the play. So that's a weapon. That's an advantage that you have. Yeah, you can maybe put different guys around him and all that, but we've seen him go up over 2 guys. So it's hard to just keep him out of the game. But you know what? Go ahead and try, because doing that doesn't guarantee you that he's not going to make the plays. It's also going to probably make CD one-on-one, and CD's done pretty good when he's bouncing back. All right, Derek in Minnesota. Derek, what's up?
Morning, Nick. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Just sitting in my PJs, drinking coffee. First-time caller, by the way.
Nice layout. Like it. All right.
Yeah.
Good
Lifetime fan. Yeah, listen. I mean, I'm still just in cloud 9 from the Eagles game. I was so mad because when I saw Turpin fumble and we went down 21-0, I was so mad. I turned off the game and put up Christmas lights, and then I looked at my phone and I saw that we were down 21-14 and we had the ball, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sit down and watch this.
Wow.
And then I saw we won, and I was just like going nuts. My wife was making fun of me, and it was a great time. But
honestly, it was probably her fault, right? She was probably the one nagging at you to get the Christmas lights up.
Well, she was actually upstairs. She's a huge Vikings fan, so yeah.
We'll talk about that in a few weeks.
Well, hey, I mean, I've been telling her, she might want us to win, if the Vikings keep playing the way they're playing.
Right. It's true.
Anyway, even if we don't make the playoffs this year, I'm already feeling great about this team. I'm giving them the nickname Sheriff Shoddy.
Sheriff Shoddy.
He's got this team mentally tough. He turned it around like a new sheriff in town.
All right.
And also going to go to the OSA play. I was talking to my dad after the game, and he told me the Spanish name for bear is Osa or Oso.
Mm-hmm.
So Osa the bear, Odigizua. What do you think?
Well, he's already got a lot of syllables anyway, so we trying to add to it. But yeah, you're right. Oso, I believe, is Spanish for bear. He was scratching and clawing his way to the quarterback on that one. Great play. We've talked about that a lot today, and it really helped him win the game. It was the play of the game. Let me go to a break one more time on Cowboys Storyline. I'll be right back after this.
All right, Cowboys fans, this one's for you. Gillette's Best Shave has a new look this season, and they've got one that sticked out in Cowboys colors just for us. We're going to want to run, not walk to this one, y'all. The new Gillette Labs official Dallas Cowboys licensed razor isn't just Gillette's best shave. With 50% longer lasting blades than Fusion, it's the best a Cowboys fan can get. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL. Gillette's Best Shave is also available as heated.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
Back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, welcome back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette. Let's stay in the state of Minnesota, which I don't know if is on your list, Chris, but he is on our list here. Lester in Minnesota.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, Cowboys fans.
What's up?
Hey, man. I'm really pleased with the way things are going, and I'm not going to hold you up today. I just know that if we win 5 out of the next 6, I know one game at a time. I got it. So I'm just looking ahead. I can look ahead. I'm not playing. 5 out of the last 6. And then I believe I saw somewhere where we have if we win 5 of the last 6, we got an 82% chance of making the playoffs.
All
so
right.
I'm predicting that we win tomorrow, 27-21, and go Cowboys. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Love it. Appreciate the call. Yeah, I mean, so 5 out of 6, that puts them at, 10, 6, and 1. I do think 10-7 has made it to the playoffs the last 3 years since they went to 17 games. I think 10-7 has made it, at least in AFC or NFC. 10-6 and 1 is gonna there's gonna be some other 10-7s probably, and so that's gonna put you ahead of it. You know, it's what's weird. This tie really messes things up, or maybe it makes it easier one way or another. But when you see these other teams and you're like, well, you want Carolina to lose or the Bears to lose or Viking or whatever it is, you're probably not going to be tied with anyone unless it's the Packers, and I don't know if you're going to be tied with them. So it doesn't really matter what these other teams, they have the tiebreaker on you or whatever. I mean, your record, you're not going to be tied with anyone other than Green Bay. So I don't see a whole lot of tie-breaking situations there, and it's going to be pretty easy to figure that out. Now, if it does get to Green Bay, then they'll go down the normal tiebreaker. It'll be almost like they didn't play because that game will be moved out. Then it'll go to conference record and all that. So, but yeah, it's just when I think about these other games and who you want them to lose, but it's going to be pretty easy. I mean, I think 10-6 and 1 is where it has to be. I definitely don't think a 9-7 and 1 is going to get there at all. All right, let's go to Cowboy Steve, Silver Springs, Maryland. What's up, man?
Hey, Cowboy Steve, second-time caller.
All right.
I have a timely Thanksgiving joke for Cowboys fans after the big win over the Eagles on last week. Cowboy fans are not having traditional turkey for Thanksgiving. They are having eagle. You may ask why.
Why?
The eagle is an easier bird to catch, even when it's ahead of you.
Nice. How far ahead? Like 21 yards ahead of you?
21 yards ahead of you, you can still catch an eagle.
And you know what happens when you catch it?
You kill it.
It hurts.
Slay it. That's right.
All right.
That's my joke.
All
Thanks.
right. Good one.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for the call. We got time. We got more callers. All right. Let's go to Jason. He's in New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Good to talk to you again. It's been about a year.
Yeah, that's good enough. I'll take it. Here we go.
All right.
I'll take it. Here we go. It doesn't matter. I've changed the rules a little bit. It's not first time. It's just first time in a while, callers. So.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that works, man.
Yeah.
Always appreciate the show, man. You and Chris Beam, man. All you guys do a great job. You guys definitely keep my mind busy, and you keep me hopeful as well.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I mean, my only thing is, I guess I'm just calling in. I mean, I'll throw my prediction out there real quick for you, but I don't remember us ever beating the Chiefs, but I hope we do. I really do. I know hope's not a strategy, but, I believe in this team, and I think they can really do it. I'm going to say low scoring. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. I'm going to go with a really odd, 15-21 Cowboys.
About 21-15 Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
It is kind of odd. I don't remember that score. I've been off all day today. I haven't. None of these scores that have come through have triggered any games for me, so I don't remember a 21-15. But I think. Yeah. All right. Good stuff.
All right.
Thank you, Jason.
Man.
Appreciate that.
You, man.
All right, we're gonna keep it rolling here. We got Chris in San Angelo, probably our last one. Chris, what's up?
Hey, Mr. Nick, how you doing this day?
Good.
Awesome. Hey, I heard you earlier this week talking about Thanksgiving being your favorite holiday. Yeah. I will concur there because, just think about it. Family, food, football, and, the cherry on top is you don't have to buy gifts for anyone. So, there's that. You can just have fun without that stress. Hey, let's see. For this game, first of all, the last one, we need to lay off of Dylan with his tweets, because if you'd have been around me during the first half of that game the other day, my vocabulary got a little creative, so we'll give them a break on that.
Yeah, for sure.
One, Cowboys, if they're gonna do it, they got to do this, and they got to win if they're going to be a playoff team. So I'm going to say Siobhan Rebel does something really big.
Okay.
Creates a fumble and turns the game around, and Cowboys win 28-24.
All right. That's the second one that we've seen of 28-24. All right. Good stuff. 28-24. Cowboys. It just hit me. I think they lost to the Vikings a few years back, 28-24 at home. But that's the only one I can remember there. All right, guys, great week. I know it's a short week, three episodes in, and we're not gonna have another show till the following Monday. So, but if it's something glorious that happens tomorrow against the Chiefs, I'm sure it can wait a few days, and we will talk about it all then. So we'll just gonna lay out here and remember, we have shows all day today. Chris will be working all day long, and we've got a full slate of them starting or continuing with Cowboys break right after this. All right, guys. For Chris Beam, I'm Nick Eatman. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you for everything that you do. I am very thankful for you guys, because we don't have this show if it's not for the callers. We had a few first-time callers today. That's always awesome. Love to hear from the first-time callers. Love to hear from the guys guys and girls that call all the time as well. Great mixture. We got it on today's show, and we've had it really all season long. I hope you know how thankful that I am, because this show, this is the third season of it, and it's going better than I ever thought. My family loves the show. My parents, they listen every single day. And they really, it's been a great connection for a lot of people, and a great connection for you guys all over the place to kind of get to know each other as a community. It's gone better than I could have ever thought, and you're the reason for it. So, all right. So for Chris Beam, I'm Nick Eatman. Happy Thanksgiving. We will see you next week.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!